everyone, I'm Rihanna from A Frugal Life, and today's another Real Talk video, and we're going to talk about what to cook and what to eat when you cannot afford meat for your family at the grocery store. So the cost of meat is very expensive in some places, and a lot of people are not buying meat for every meal. So what are you going to do when you're all carnivores in your family and you're used to eating meat for most meals? Well, I'm going to tell you what we've been doing for the last 2 years. First of all, let's talk about the fact that not eating meat is not a bad thing. It's better for your health, it's better for your budget, it's more sustainable for the environment. There's just a lot of benefits to not eating meat, and maybe not having the budget to buy it is leading you towards those benefits. So meat is a fantastic protein source, but there are lots of alternative sources you can eat instead. And let's talk about the fact that this particular video is not about becoming vegetarian. This is about finding alternative sources to get the calories and the nutrients in your diet when you can't afford to buy those meat products in the store. So we're not talking about going vegetarian here, and we're talking about cheating on the cheap. So we're not going to talk about traditional vegetarian alternatives to meat. So all those expensive meat-free products that you find at Trader Joe's and things like that are not things we're talking about right now. We're talking about bare bones budgeting right now. So let's talk about what we do in my household and what you can do in your household when you don't have any more meat in the house. So one of the biggest substitutes for meat is beans. Other things like lentils. I do substitute vegetables all the time in my dishes. And we're not just going for protein substitutions right now, it's just substitutions that are edible. So these may not be high protein substitutions. These are just substitutions that taste good and fill you up. So first of all, if you're going to buy beans, I highly recommend, unless you're getting them from the food pantry or something like that, that you get dried beans. You do want to soak them overnight. Follow the directions on the package or on the internet, and then you can make them into tons of different things. Chilies, soups. I love refried bean tacos, which you can make from scratch and are very inexpensive. Refried bean tacos are fantastic. If you make the beans yourself, they're super, super cheap. At most Mexican grocery stores or stores like Aldi or Winco or Grocery Outlet, you can get a large pack of corn tortillas for 99 cents, and that goes really far. So try refried bean tacos, burritos, quesadillas, things like that. So we also make a lot of meals based on eggs. Eggs you can make hundreds of different things for. There's even a whole website about cooking with eggs. So I do scrambled eggs, fried eggs, eggs and tortillas, all kinds of different things. These are good protein sources. They are cheaper than meat here, but they are still very expensive where I live. So it can be up to $6.99 a dozen for eggs here. So I get them kindly enough free from some places. And then if you're spending money on them, I would recommend outlet stores like Aldi's or Winco, where you can still get them pretty cheap. Another thing you can try is a curry. Try a chickpea curry. Chickpeas are very inexpensive, much cheaper than meat, and they are a great source to fill you up. Look up chickpea curry online for a great recipe. And then most of all, I just want you to think outside of the box. So one of the things we have to do in my household is sometimes I don't eat meat and my husband does. This is specifically because I'm not that fond of meat in the first place, and also because he's on extremely restricted diet because of his chronic kidney disease mixed with diabetes. So he can't eat a lot of the alternatives that I eat, like beans and potatoes, because they're high in potassium, which is good for us, but not good for somebody with kidney disease. So when I make tacos, for example, I'll make him meat tacos with a little bit of meat that I have, and then I'll make myself potato tacos, which actually, if you add taco seasoning to it, taste fantastic. So I'll have bean or potato tacos while he has meat tacos. So find out who maybe in your house is not really that fond of meat, and one person can have it while another person doesn't. It works for us in our household. It may not work in all households. So again, you just have to be super creative. You can make all the sorts of things you usually do, like pasta, pizza, tacos, burritos, but you can make them completely meatless. Pasta, for example, is something you can make meatless all the time and save a lot of money. So if you can get your pasta at some place like Costco or Winco in big packages, it lasts a very long time, and I just add a lot of vegetables to it. Doesn't matter what kind of vegetables, zucchini, cauliflower, carrots, peas, whatever I have on hand, I'll stir fry those up and then add those to some pasta with some cheap pasta sauce. So pasta goes a long way and is very filling, and as long as you're adding something in there like vegetables for some extra nutrients, it's fine to eat on a daily basis. So I know this was a super quick video. I wanted it to be upbeat and positive. Eating less meat is not a bad thing and is great for your budget. I would love ideas in the comments of your favorite meatless meals. and we can share those comments and those recipes, and we can add to our repertoire of dinner ideas. Thank you for joining me back here on A Frugal Life, and I look forward to talking to you on the next video.